Hi guys, so the video I'm going to do for you today is going to be a first day of school, kind of the things that I go through and kind of how my first day goes. So the first thing that I do is that I have breakfast. I feel like that's really important because you don't know how long your day is going to be. What if you're thinking about adding classes or you have to go hunt a professor down or anything like that. So you want to make sure you have some food in your stomach and you're not going to be starving halfway through your day. So my Thursday, which was my first day of school, was actually my long day. So this semester I thought I'd be sneaky and only have school Tuesday and Thursdays and have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then of course the weekends to do homework. Little did well, I actually did know, but I'm in school actually now from 10:30 a.m. to 8:45 p.m. So my day is really long. That's about 10 hours of school, and I only have 15 minutes in between all of my classes. So I know it's a particularly long day, but I just really wanted those extra days because I felt like I really needed them last semester. So I actually showed up to all my classes, made sure I was on time, and picked up these babies, which are syllabus. So I'm taking 5 classes. I'm taking History of Modern France. I'm taking Europe from 1945 to the present. I'm taking California history. I'm taking a writing workshop for history majors, and I am taking Renaissance and the Reformation. So those are the 5 classes that I'm taking this semester, and the only thing that I took to school with me on Thursday was my computer, this little thing, and my planner. I just wanted this to put in my syllabus so they wouldn't get all mixed up and dented and stuff. So after my first day of school, the first thing that I do is fill out my planner and make sure that all of my due dates are there. So basically, I just put like dates for quizzes and when papers are due and just basic dates like that, just because I don't want to start overwhelming myself. But I did start a reading schedule already, so that's going to be for another video. I'm going to talk to you guys about that. So along with my first day of school, now that I have my 5 classes, today or this weekend, actually today is Friday, is kind of the day where you really have to decide whether you're going to stick with all 5, you're going to drop one, you're going to add one, what you're really going to do with your schedule. I think what's really important about that is the fact that usually professors jump you in right away into doing homework. You're going to have assignments, you're going to have reading, and you don't want to get behind in the beginning because then you're going to be trying to catch up the whole semester, and that's not the right way to start off your semester. So I actually have tons of reading due already. I have a ton of assignments due already. And those classes that just gave me the syllabus and let me go, actually those professors emailed me with assignments that I have to for the next class when we meet. So that's why you don't want to wait too long to make a decision just because you're going to get behind of assignments since you are not going to have the books. Or if you decide to drop later, then you bought a book probably that you are not going to need. Maybe you're not going to take that class ever again. So you just want to make sure that you kind of cement your schedule as early as possible, just so that you know and you have all of the materials that you're going to require. Then after my first day of school, the other thing that I do is that I make sure that I have all my books tracked down, that if they're coming or Amazon is shipping them or anything is happening, that I make sure that I have them by the latest on Monday, because I already have assignments due on Tuesday and I want to make sure that those books are in. So do I have to get them from the library? Do I have to pick them up? Do I have to borrow them from somebody? What do I have to do and make sure that I have those first few books that I'm going to read right away? The next thing that I do is that I create a reading list. So when you have more, I would say, than 5 books to read in a semester, including all of your classes, it really makes it difficult for you to organize how things are going to go. I think I didn't do it this way last semester, but I kind of did it like this. I just didn't make an official list. But this semester I decided that I was going to do a list with all of my books. And I have a date and the book title, and a date and the book title, and a date and the book title. And the date is the date whereby I have to have that book finished. It has to be done being read, and therefore I should be starting on whatever the assignment is, or the quiz, or whatever is going to happen to that book. So I decided to compile that list just so that I could keep track of which books I'm reading, how fast I need to read them, and kind of the pace of reading that I need to go. Pacing yourself in reading is very important. You don't want to get behind. I mean, you can read the whole book the night before, but you know, I just feel like that's rushing yourself, and I don't like rushing myself unless I absolutely have to. So I figured this way would be the easiest thing for me to do. Just kind of have a date for all the books, have all the books in one list, all my books in there, and kind of start going through them already. So those are just my little tips for my first day of school and kind of all the stuff that I go through. I also organize my flash drive. I kind of take everything out from last semester, put it in another flash drive, and then create new folders for every single class and open note folders and kind of set up everything that I'm going to need. So I hope you guys have a good semester, and I know we're just getting started, and I'm sure it's going to be great. So I hope you guys have fun, and I'll see you later. Bye.